Welcome to the Vibeys channel on the internet. As you guys know, I am a social media connoisseur. I've made several hundred videos on YouTube and have a lot of experience with other social medias. And I know exactly what is good and bad about each one, okay? And in general, most of them are pretty much the same, but I will get to each one as we go through. So first up, we have Twitter, and I'm gonna have this in the delete this ASAP category. This one is honestly self-explanatory if you have a working brain. In fact, if you go on Twitter on any given day at any given hour, there's about a 50-50 chance that there's a whole mob of people advocating to actually murder some American political figure. It is absolutely horrible. But anyways, next up we have TikTok, and for not exactly the same reason, but let's just go to TikTok right now just to see. I just installed TikTok on this device, just created a brand new account, no recommendations or anything. Let's just open it up to see what the front page of it has to offer us. Okay, you guys just saw whatever this was. It has 7.1 million likes, and it's just a video of this girl just getting into frame to take a bunch of pictures of herself. And I rest my case on TikTok. If you think that that TikTok right there was entertaining in any way, then I'm just gonna have to politely disagree with you. Okay, so next up we have, I think this is Imgur, right? I think it's just an image hosting website, so I wouldn't actually consider that a social media. I'm just gonna drag it right there. I don't use whatever this is. I think that's 4chan, Pinterest, don't use it. Tumblr, don't use it. All right, Snapchat, for the same reason as TikTok, I'm gonna put it in the delete ASAP category, but I'm gonna put it in the delete tomorrow category because you can actually have friends on there, and I guess it could be kind of fun to snap your friends and stuff like that. But I don't have any friends, so it's going back into the delete ASAP category. But most people have friends, so I'm gonna put it back into the delete tomorrow category. But regardless, it's still trash. It promotes narcissism like no other social media besides Instagram does. Moving on to Google Plus though, I remember when this was a thing, and I actually used it. I actually liked it. It got a lot of hate for some reason. I'm gonna put it in the category. But I'm gonna put it in delete ASAP because it doesn't even exist anymore. If you still have it, I don't know how you can still have it. But moving on, I don't use this. Vine doesn't exist anymore. Same thing with Google Plus. Like, it was cool, right? It was really creative. You had to be entertaining within 6 seconds. It's probably gonna just be the same content as TikTok if it still exists today. So I don't know, I'll just leave it right there. Facebook, that's pretty much the same thing as Instagram. You know, I'm gonna go with Instagram first just so I can explain. I'm gonna put it into the delete this tomorrow category because there is some like decent meme accounts and it's pretty funny to go on there sometimes. It heightens your mood if you just go on there for content that other people produce. But it's similar to Snapchat in that it promotes narcissism legit like no other social media out there does. Legit, if you go on Instagram, it will be hard not to find a social media page that is just selfies on selfies on selfies. You know, like it encourages you to post pictures of yourself and what you're doing. I honestly don't see how obvious this is to most people. But anyways, Facebook, pretty much the same thing. It owns Instagram, I'm pretty sure, so it's probably the same, even though I don't use it since, you know, I'm not over 40 years old. But Reddit's next up. It's pretty much the same thing as Twitter, except just slightly better because there's a way to filter out what you don't want to see because you can subscribe to certain subreddits, but it's still trash. Next up, we have Discord, and I'm gonna have this in the category simply because I wouldn't actually consider it as social media. You know, it's just a big group chat. It could just be you and your friends, and that's kind of cool. It doesn't really promote narcissism that much, so I think it might be worth having. So I just have it in the category. Last but not least, out of all the social medias that we can rank on this tier list, we have YouTube. And I'm gonna say, in terms of content creation, it's the only good one because really, it's the only one that just any regular person can just get up and make content and make a job out of it if they're good enough at it and people actually want to watch what they have to offer. But for the average person who doesn't create content, I'm gonna have it in the decent or tier because at its core, it's just meant to waste your time and show you ads and make money off of you. Plus, there is a lot of educational and self-help content on YouTube. This is because it forces the content creator to make it about the viewer and not themselves. No other social media does it quite like YouTube in that it actually offers the viewers something useful. But yeah, anyways, the main reason for me making this video is just to raise a little bit of awareness on social media addiction out there because honestly, I've seen people in my life who have gone from fun and happy and carefree people to just couch potatoes who who don't care about themselves or anybody else because they're on Reddit and Twitter all day. And those social media platforms promote the normalization of depression and anxiety and stuff like that. And it's pretty much mainstream thought on those platforms that if you're not successful in life, it's because you are not lucky, and you should basically just blame everything on other people and not yourself. So I just don't want anything like that to happen to any of my viewers. I just want to promote good vibes and personal responsibility to everyone who's watching. If you ever need something, I'm always active in the Discord server, and I'm responding to comments pretty much all day, every day. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Just make sure you're mindful of your social media usage, and you're not just on social media because of fear of missing out or just to waste time or blame all your shortcomings on other people. But remember, kill the N1. Love you guys so much. Peace out. Road to 30K.